Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. We have a lot of stuff to cover today. I'm amazed at the amount of news that is coming out. This is from a couple days ago. This is from Raoul Pal. He goes over a couple of reasons why he thinks Ethereum could surpass Bitcoin's market cap in 10 years. We also have this from Econometrics. I really like this thread that they put together, and they go over Microstrategy and how they're about to buy 650 million more worth of Bitcoin and raise their total investment to 1.1 billion worth of Bitcoin for one company, for just Microstrategy. That is so insane, guys. We also have some good advice from Buterin. He warns followers not to take out personal loans to buy crypto. I know some of you guys may think that that is crazy, but believe it or not, I know a guy who in 2017 took out like a $10,000 loan to buy Bitcoin. I'll tell you guys a little bit about that when we get to this. We also have some ChainLINK stuff to go over. ChainLINK and the World Economic Forum want to standardize crypto oracles. We also go over some talks about whether or not ChainLINK can rally higher, and PayPal stock surged 17% since enabling Bitcoin purchases. So we have a lot to go over today. I want to get right into it. If you guys are frequent viewers of the show and you'd like to show some support, then just tap the like button. It helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm to pick this video up and push it out to more people. Thank you guys for all the support. We also have a ton of new subscribers. I think we got like 500 subscribers yesterday. If you guys haven't watched yesterday's video, it's a must watch. It's a DeFi airdrop for XRP Spark holders. It's another airdrop coming. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with the Spark snapshot that happened. Well, now there's another company called Flare Finance, separate from the normal Flare network that you guys know about, and they're going to airdrop to Spark holders their DeFi token. So we go over that. So if you haven't seen that, I would highly recommend you go over and watch it, whether you want to watch it now or at the end of this video, whatever it is. So welcome to all you new subscribers. I hope you do enjoy today's content. And with that said, we're going to hop right into it. So we're going to scroll down a bit. Raoul Pal, the CEO of Real Vision and a Wall Street veteran, recently threw his weight behind this idea. For those of you who don't know, Raoul Pal is also the same guy who just recently said he's warming up to XRP. So we covered that whenever that dropped. I don't know if it was a couple days ago or a week ago. Honestly, everything is just starting to blur in my mind right now. So apologies for that. But we did cover it, and he said he's warming up to XRP, which is very cool to see. So he highlighted how there are trillions and even quadrillions of dollars worth of financial applications that can be built on the cryptocurrency stack, where Bitcoin will take the lead as a collateral asset. Paul thinks Ethereum will be the layer on which transactions are settled, debt is issued, assets are tokenized, and so on and so forth. His words exactly are, "My hunch is Bitcoin is a perfect collateral layer for ETH, but might be bigger in market cap terms in 10 years for the reasons above. Money and collateral is just the base layer. Everything builds on top. The store of value is collateral. The trust layer and exchange of value is bigger." Here he has a tweet. He says, "A few things to make you think. If Bitcoin is the digital pristine collateral, the size of global government bond market is 123 trillion. And he says it's a pretty amazing opportunity for Bitcoin. To translate this into terms from real life, there is estimated to be 19 trillion worth of M2 money in the US today. While this may sound like a lot, there are currently quadrillions of dollars worth of derivatives built on top of this capital base. Paul seems to be suggesting that BTC will capture the monetary based component of finance, while Ether may slurp up the derivatives and settlement layer. And then this goes over some other people who think so. But the main one I wanted to cover today was Raoul Pal. So pretty interesting, guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Ethereum could surpass Bitcoin's market cap? I'm not a maximalist at all. I know there's a lot of Bitcoin maximalists out there. And on the opposite end, I know there's even XRP maximalists. I've even seen ChainLINK maximalists. I don't subscribe to any maximalist mentality. I don't think there's going to be one winner in this space. I think there's going to be a lot of winners in this space that are going to make up what we see as the internet of value, the internet of things. I don't think it's going to be just one thing that comes and dominates, but rather it's going to be a healthy ecosystem of different projects that make up the internet of value, the internet of things, that whole deal. But let me know what you guys think below. Do you think eventually Bitcoin could be flipped? And if you do, what do you think is going to flip it? At least what do you think is going to flip it first? Do you think Ethereum would flip it first, XRP, or maybe a coin that's not even out yet? Drop it in the comment below. And with that said, we're going to move on to Twitter. So this came from Ecoinometrics. So thank you to them for making this. They say Microstrategy is about to buy 650 million worth of Bitcoin and raise their total investment to 1.125 billion. When it comes to public companies, Microstrategy is winning the Bitcoin treasury game by a good margin. They say time for a thread. And here we can see Bitcoin treasury holdings, more than 0.1% of BTC supply highlighted. So you can see here the holders of Bitcoin under ETFs. You have Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, CoinShares, and XBT Provider. They're giving the amount of Bitcoin. So right now that Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which is the largest here, has 546,000 Bitcoin under just Grayscale. Then you have public companies. So you have Microstrategy. They're the largest one with 40,000 Bitcoin as of right now. As we know, they're accumulating even more. Then you have private companies. You have the Tezos Foundation and Block One. They go on to say in this thread that Microstrategy started their Bitcoin treasury program back in August. The least we can say is that this was good for Microstrategy shareholders. See for yourself. So basically what you're looking at here, guys, is this blue line is the NASDAQ. And if we just look at that blue line, if you kind of, in your mind, get rid of these orange and red lines, that blue line, not much movement, right? It's going up, but we are for the most part going sideways. Then you take a look at that Bitcoin line. The Bitcoin line is the orange line here. And, it's the Bitcoin chart. We've all seen the Bitcoin chart. We know what this looks like. At least I'm sure most of you do. And then we can see the MicroStrategy chart. So as we can see, as MicroStrategy has gotten more and more exposure to Bitcoin, they are doing a parabolic run like Bitcoin is, which is very, very interesting. So they're definitely outperforming the NASDAQ. And come on, we could probably say that this is definitely because they have switched their treasury reserves over to Bitcoin and out of the US dollar. They say looking at MicroStrategy stock correlations, it is clear that something happened. Before, MicroStrategy and BTC correlations were plus 22%, and MicroStrategy versus NASDAQ correlations were plus 51%. After, MicroStrategy BTC correlation 53%, and for the NASDAQ 20%. This jump in the correlation between MSTR and Bitcoin makes a lot of sense when you consider that the current value of their Bitcoin treasury holdings is more than 25% of their market cap. MicroStrategy's performance is going to be tied to Bitcoin in the foreseeable future. At the close on Friday, MSTR return on BTC holdings was about 60%, but this is just the start of this halving cycle. We haven't seen anything yet. We definitely haven't seen anything yet. Honestly, what we've seen so far for 2020 has been completely beyond my expectation. I thought we'd still be in accumulation ranges right now, but where Bitcoin is pretty much back at its old all-time highs, right? Sitting at 19,200, I think, at the time of recording right now. Their fifth tweet says Michael Saylor is showing the way. Michael Saylor, for those of you that don't know, is the CEO of MicroStrategy. They say he uses Bitcoin as a treasury asset to preserve your purchasing power. Do it early to benefit from the upside of the Bitcoin adoption curve. More on my thoughts on that here. As we know, guys, there's not many places to go if you want to preserve your purchasing power from the dollar, right? Traditionally, you have your gold and silver, but now we have this new asset class, right? We have cryptocurrencies, and what Bitcoin is doing right now, Bitcoin is making the case for a digital store of gold, right? Obviously, we know we've came away from Bitcoin being a peer-to-peer cash electronic system, and the main thing that people are being sold on Bitcoin as of right now is that it's a digital store of gold. People saying that it's even harder than gold because of its fixed 21 million supply, whereas to gold, you could always pull more out of the ground. So people they're starting to get privy to this, right? Especially institutions, especially Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. And now they're saying do it early to benefit from the upside of the Bitcoin adoption curve. I think this is going to play out to be very, very true, guys. The institutions that get in on Bitcoin early, they are going to be the ones that reap the most rewards. I think when this is all said and done, you'll see Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy being the ones who really set the way, so to speak. And I know there's companies who did it before, but right now MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor are getting a ton of attention because of this, and they're buying literally so much Bitcoin. It literally seems like it's something out of a movie, right? Here we have MicroStrategy raising cash to buy more Bitcoin, boosts notes offering to 550 million. This is Michael Saylor, the CEO. They said Wednesday it anticipates raising 537.2 million in net proceeds from a debt offering the business intelligence insurance company is conducting in its most brazen play yet to buy more Bitcoin. Microstrategy plans on selling 550 million of the debt instruments. That's a significant markup from the 400 million targeted in the original Monday announcement. And Ecoinometrics here, they're saying, what did they say? 650 million worth of Bitcoin. So it seems like this number is continuing to climb up based off what I'm seeing, unless if I'm, reading wrong numbers here. But it looks like it's continuing to go up. And as we know, the CEO of Microstrategy, Michael Saylor, has said they're going to continue converting their US dollars into Bitcoin as their treasury asset, right? So excess US dollars are going to be converted to Bitcoin. So, we have a whale on the play with us. If you've been buying Bitcoin in expectation that it's going to go higher, you literally have a transparent whale, that whale being Microstrategy, Michael Saylor, being open about what they're buying, and they're buying with you. So these guys are in the play with us. This is insane, guys, okay? So especially, Microstrategy, they bought Bitcoin at 11,000. I'm pretty sure they even bought Bitcoin at 18,000. Many of you have lower buy-in entries than that, and you got this whale making the same play that you are, buying Bitcoin for higher prices than you did, okay? Whether you believe in Bitcoin or not, I know some people don't really like it. Bitcoin's definitely going to be going up in value, okay? When you have whales like this buying and more institutions hopping on and more people getting into crypto, and especially, when you have a conversation about crypto, the first thing that comes up is Bitcoin. People are going to be buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to go up in value. I don't think Bitcoin's the best coin out there. There's definitely coins with a much better utility than Bitcoin, but I think Bitcoin's definitely going to lead this pack right now. And as of right now, most of these altcoins, if not all of these altcoins, are correlated to Bitcoin. So deep down, if you're a bull on the cryptocurrency market, you should want Bitcoin to succeed, because a Bitcoin success is a success for the entire crypto space as a whole. Now, we also have some news from Theta. Theta welcomes Mr. Kang Hoon, and I know I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry, Wan, LGU Plus product executive to Theta advisory board. This guy has a pretty extensive background. Theta says, we are delighted to announce that Mr. Kang Hoon Wan, LGU Plus IPTV platform and service team leader executive, is joining Theta's advisory board. LGU Plus is a leading telecommunications company in South Korea and a subsidiary of LG Corporation. And yes, we're talking about the actual LG company, Korea's fourth largest conglomerate. Mr. Won will play a strategic role to expand our reach in Korea and broader Asia, particularly focused on media business areas. Mr. Wan has 21 years of experience in the video content and IPTV platform business industry. Now he is in charge of LGU Plus's mission to advance the IPTV platform through building strategic alliances with various domestic and overseas partners, including Google, Naver, Netflix, and Amazon. Now, I want that to sink into your head a little bit, guys, okay? He's in charge, his mission, right, is to advance the IPTV platform through building strategic alliances. Okay, so this guy, that means he's in contact with these companies. He's the one in charge of building the alliances with what companies? Google, Naver, Netflix, and Amazon, to name a few. Okay, so this is a guy who has some serious pull. When I read this, I knew I had to incorporate it into today's video. So this is coming from Mr. Wan. He says, with the explosive growth of online streaming and OTT platforms, the burden of network costs on operators is increasingly rapidly, while content consumption by customers is exploding. He says, in my view, Theta's cutting-edge blockchain innovation, combined with a decentralized peer-to-peer network technology, will transform online streaming, OTT, and video businesses. I'm excited to help expand Theta's business operation in Korea/Asia and deliver efficient business models to reduce the burden on content operators, network costs, and ultimately increase benefits to end users. Well, that can make you go, wow, right? Saying Theta's cutting-edge blockchain innovation, yeah, that is pretty cool. So Theta says, we're thrilled to welcome Mr. Wan as Theta advisor to help expand our footprint in Korea and Southeast Asia, said Mitch Liu, the co-founder and CEO of Theta Labs. He says, we were impressed by his entrepreneurial experience at LGU Plus, launching the first YouTube channel service in pay TV STB in 2016, and the world's first IPTV with Google TV OS. Theta will benefit tremendously from Mr. Wan's experience as we enter hypergrowth in 2021 and beyond. Hypergrowth in 2021 and beyond. I don't know about you guys, but hearing hyper growth gets me pretty excited, right? And I think it's possible. I think you're going to see, we already are seeing a lot of streamers moving to Theta.tv. And, you know, the way Theta.tv works with their donations to streamers and things like that, it works well. From what I see, people enjoy it. You know, as someone who uses the Theta.tv platform myself, I use it to upload videos there. Actually, I upload all of my videos on YouTube to Theta.tv first. If you subscribe to me on Theta, you'll get my YouTube videos about 30 minutes before they hit YouTube. And personally, I enjoy the platform. You guys who went over and followed me on here, you guys say you enjoy the platform. There's a few things that I think they could do better, but that stuff will come in time. I think it's, as of right now, it's definitely a great alternative to YouTube. And if you guys want to see my content before it hits YouTube, and you also want to be a part of, you know, adopting Theta, being a part of mass adoption, adopting a decentralized platform, there's a link in the description and you can go and follow me there. I would highly recommend you guys do it, because the cool thing about Theta is I can say whatever I want without worrying about a copyright strike or getting taken down or anything like that. They're not really pulling the games that YouTube seems to be pulling with many content creators these days. So definitely go and check me out there. With that said, Buterin warns followers not to take out personal loans to buy crypto. Yeah, I mean, for some of you, I'm sure that this is a no-brainer. But like I said, I know someone personally who has done this, and I think you'd be surprised at how many people actually, you know, just think about doing this. So let's go over first of what Buterin says. He shared a post on Twitter warning followers not to take out personal loans to purchase cryptocurrencies in hopes that they will be able to pay off the loan, including interest, as the cryptocurrency gradually appreciates in value over the years. He says, please don't do things like this. I would never recommend anyone take out a personal loan to buy Ether or other Ethereum assets. He says 7 years ago, before Ethereum even began, I had only a few $1,000s of net worth. I nevertheless sold half my Bitcoin to make sure that I would not be broke if Bitcoin went to zero. Forbes, and this is off topic, but Forbes estimated that Buterin's net worth is to be around 400 million to 500 million in crypto. Okay, so pretty high net worth. But anyways, guys, back to the topic. You know, even even Vitalik here is admitting he sold half of his Bitcoin just to make sure if Bitcoin went to zero, he wouldn't be broke. Now, I know with everything coming out, it might be hard to imagine that Bitcoin could go to zero or anything like that. You know, I don't believe that either, but nonetheless, the option is still there, right? There are no guarantees in investing. So as much as we all believe that, you know, Bitcoin is going to be successful, Ethereum, XRP, ChainLINK, all these great projects are going to go on and change the world, it doesn't mean that you should take out a loan and possibly wreck yourself financially for the next years to come. I know a kid back when we were in 2017, I knew a guy and he told me, he was like, yeah, I just took out a loan from the bank. Bank gave him a loan of $10,000 and he bought Bitcoin with it. And it didn't end up working out. I think he bought that Bitcoin at around $12,000, $13,000. And in 2017, when we were at that price range of about $12,000 to $13,000, very quickly from there, you know, it might have been like just a month or two, we were going right up to $19,000 when we had our all-time high, and then we crashed, right? And we crashed, and he was at break even for a while, right? Bitcoin was sitting between 9,000 and 11,000, whatever the numbers were then, and it was break even. But then we went down to $3,000. And, you know, I don't know exactly what he ended up doing. I don't know if he sold and took it as a loss or if he's still been holding and paying off interest. Luckily for this guy, you know, he's a really good entrepreneur. He's able to make a lot of money. He's good with money. He understands how it works. He understands how to get it. So I know it hasn't affected him because I know he's made a lot of money since then, multiple six figures. So I know it's not something he couldn't pay back. But for the vast majority of us, you know, unless you plan on making multiple six figures over the next couple of years, you probably should not take out a personal loan because most people, it's not going to happen like that. And not that this kid got lucky, but he's just really good with money. He's really good with making it. He's not like most people. So guys, just, you know, don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and definitely don't take out loans. I know it may seem like a good idea, like, hey, if Bitcoin's going to $100,000 and I get it at 15K, you know, the interest I have to pay on it will be nothing compared to my gains. But listen, if you really want to deploy excess cash into crypto, to go pick up some more hours at your job, get another part-time job, flip some burgers, like just do something more. Use your time to make more money, rather than doing something like taking out a loan and buying Bitcoin that could wreck you financially for the years to come. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified every single day that I upload. 60% of you guys that watch my content on a regular basis are not subscribed, and I don't understand why. If you guys like the content, then just hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. I really would appreciate it. I am trying to get these numbers up, and yeah, I was going through my analytics, and I can't believe how many people watch the content but don't subscribe. So if you do enjoy it, then subscribe. But I don't know, maybe you guys are watching it and you don't enjoy it. In that case, then don't subscribe. Also, if you guys are enjoying it, make sure you hit the like button. It really does help out so much with pushing this video out to more people. You guys' support has been amazing. We're coming up on 15,000 subscribers very, very quickly, and I'm just having a great time making content for you all. Also, keep in mind that nothing we cover here is financial advice. I'm just documenting the daily news and this daily crypto bull run, and that is it. So don't do anything because of what I say or do or anything like that. You guys know the deal. Our crypto prices for today, we'll go over the top three. Of Bitcoin at 19,200, Ethereum at 587, and XRP at 49 cents. And we are about to go over ChainLINK. So ChainLINK is sitting at $12.95 as of right now. Your crypto fear and greed index for today is sitting at 95. So we are in extreme greed. We've been in an extreme greed for a month. And I told you guys in the last video, make sure you have a plan in place. Whether we break to the upside decisively or we go to the downside, have a plan in place now so you don't make emotional decisions and get wrecked. The worst thing you can do in the crypto space, or really in investing in general, is invest emotionally. And I have found personally that one of the best ways to avoid investing emotionally, whether that's making emotional buys or making emotional sells, is to have a pre-written plan in place. Okay, not in your head, not in the notes on your phone. Actually write it down, put it somewhere where you can see it, and have your investing plan. And I'm telling you, if you make a plan, you will become a better investor. Okay, great investors all have investing plans. They don't keep it all in their head and try to keep track of what they're going to do. It's planned out. All your moves should be planned out. They should be calculated. And if you're starting from nothing right now, you don't do any of that. You just kind of, you buy whenever you feel like it. Just start putting a plan in place, and I'm telling you, you'll feel more confident when you make your buys as well. When you actually make a plan of, hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy XRP when it goes down to 45 cents, and then XRP actually does go down to your target of 45 cents, say, and you buy. It feels much better than when you just enter a trade or invest money and you don't know what you're doing. When you make the plan and you do it, you feel better, you feel more confident. Check this out, guys. I came across this and I was like, whoa. So, and this is, I actually missed this. This is from December 9th. So maybe some of you saw this, but personally I didn't. And I think it's definitely worth reporting on. So ChainLINK and the World Economic Forum want to standardize crypto oracles. The World Economic Forum and ChainLINK, the decentralized oracle network, today proposed an open source standard for connecting data sources to blockchain smart contracts. The paper, penned by Sergey Nazarov, the co-founder of the biggest decentralized oracle network ChainLINK, and Punit Shukla, the blockchain project lead for the World Economic Forum, outlines an open source framework to help non-blockchain systems talk to smart contracts. The paper is called Bridging the Governance Gap: Interoperability for Blockchain and Legacy Systems. It argues in favor of services like ChainLINK, which features as a case study in this paper. So ChainLINK is the literal case study in this paper that's penned by Sergey and this person from the World Economic Forum. So it recommends that businesses join open source communities that build interoperability frameworks, adopt a decentralized oracle network that works across all blockchains, access to high quality APIs are powered by cryptocurrencies, and vet high quality node operators. Here's what Nazarov said on this. He says the paper highlights some of the key considerations for both financial institutions and government IT initiatives, demonstrating their ability to become blockchain enabled using their existing IT infrastructure with the help of a blockchain oracle such as ChainLINK. He goes on to say, these services are what ChainLINK has already been doing for some of the world's leading enterprises for many years now. He said, adding that an increasing number of companies want to use decentralized oracles like ChainLINK. Very, very cool for ChainLINK. I couldn't believe this when I saw it. The fact that, they're talking about it at something like the World Economic Forum. We're still seeing FUD about ChainLINK, that it's a scam or whatever. I'm still seeing those ads on Twitter and stuff like that. But I think most people at this point standpoint are just ignoring it now, because when you look at the amount of partners that ChainLINK has, and now you see something like this where they're getting on stage, being as a case study in a paper connected to the World Economic Forum, this is game-changing stuff, absolutely game-changing stuff, and it's very, very cool to see. Now, in terms of price, I found this. It says ChainLINK could soon rally higher as bulls defend key trend line. So a trader is saying that ChainLINK has seen mixed price action for the past few days. Buyers and sellers are struggling to gain control, and the price is hovering around the mid $12 region. When we looked at the price here, we saw it was at $12.95. This has long been a consolidation channel for the crypto, with the resistance at $13 often proving to be too much for the token to handle. It did try to break above the level a few days ago, but was met with intense resistance, and it caused the price to plunge. A trader is now noting that a move down towards the lower $12 region could occur in the near term, as this is where the lower boundary of its cloud formation currently sits. This is also around the level where a descending trend line sits, which was just broken above during Link's latest push higher. If it can continue holding above this level, the crypto could be well positioned to see significantly further near-term upside. For this to take place, bulls need to remain in control of Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. Any sustained dip seen across Bitcoin and ETH will likely lead major altcoins like ChainLINK lower as well. And that's why I talked to you guys earlier about saying, whether you believe in Bitcoin or not, whatever your opinion is on it, you should want Bitcoin to increase in price, because as of right now, a lot of these crypto assets, a lot of these altcoins are correlated to Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin moves up, we then see that money washed into Ethereum and then washed into the altcoins, from the large caps to mid caps to low and micro caps. So again, that's why everything that you see in terms of TA, they always say, this is dependent on Bitcoin being nice, right? If Bitcoin crashes, then, the altcoins are going to crash as well. And that's because Bitcoin truly is leading the market. We are definitely correlated. I think that all of these altcoins are going to be correlated with Bitcoin until they get their individual utility that kicks in, right? Until an altcoin has its own individual utility and it's being, used on a mass scale, that utility alone is what's driving it up, then I think these assets are going to continue to be correlated to Bitcoin. Obviously, eventually, some of these altcoins will get that utility boost and will decorrelate from Bitcoin, but as of right now, that is not the case, and the facts are the facts. Now, we also have PayPal stock surge 17% since enabling Bitcoin purchases. Definitely nothing surprising. I'm sure PayPal is making an absolute killing on fees. So yeah, the stock price is going higher, which is very, very cool to see, and the Microstrategy stock price is going up higher. So, I think that we'll continue to see publicly traded companies that do anything revolving cryptocurrency, maybe not anything, but that are, really involved with cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin or some other altcoin or something like that, or, the buying and selling of these, opening up a crypto exchange, something like that. I think they're going to continue to outperform other stocks. It's just, when you're adopting a technology like blockchain, like these different cryptocurrencies, you're going to reap the rewards from it. With that said, guys, that is the video for today. If you enjoyed it and you're not yet subscribed, then again, consider hitting it and consider hitting the bell as well, so you'll be notified each and every single day I upload. I make a video like this daily going over Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything going on in the crypto space to try and keep you up to date. Once again, this is not financial advice. We're just documenting the daily crypto news in this crypto bull run. Let me know in the comments below. Again, guys, if there is a coin to flip Bitcoin, which coin do you think it would be? Let me know that in the comments below. And with that said, I will see you all on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.